Welcome, welcome, welcome
Woo!
to the
Yeah!
first episode of Think About It.
Let's go.
Let's go. I am your host,
Ooh.
Ziting, and I am the publicity head of Sonara.
Woo!
My pronouns are she, her.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kafka, they, them, and I'm also the host of Think About It, and I am the co-founder of Sonara.
Hi everyone, I'm Amir, he, him, and I'm the host and founder of Sonara.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
Very glad to have created this podcast because we have a lot of exciting things to talk about, people.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it as well. We've decided, all the three of us, there will be a very, very prime occasion to start a podcast. I feel like nowadays everyone's been starting podcasts, but for us, we want to spread positivity. So we decided to also start this and really, really be a pillar of support for a lot of people out there who are struggling with similar things that we struggle with, or even different things if we're able to be well-read and professional enough to talk about it. So yeah, let's welcome each other. Yeah,
Yay!
hell yeah. Shall we start with Ziteng, or more commonly known as Z?
Hello, rest of the world. My name is Ziting. It is a very complicated name. There is one apostrophe involved, so my name is a little complicated. So my friends call me Z, and I am the publicity head of Sonara.
Woo! Hi, my name is Kafka, and yes, inspired by the one and only Franz Kafka, the OG Kafka, the Kafka of all Kafkas, and I've changed. I myself actually use this name because I myself have went through a period of a lot of struggling, and Kafka, the legendary writer that he is, wrote a lot about being misunderstood or more of being trying to survive in a very Kafkaesque world, right? Literally, right? A world full of bureaucracy or a world full of misunderstandings. That's why I named myself after him, and I would love to start this podcast as well for the other fellow misunderstood people of the world. So to all the rest, hello, hello.
Yeah, hi everyone, I'm Amir, and I helped to start this podcast. Think about it. The main purpose of starting this podcast is to encourage the ability to give confident speeches, open dialogue, and to promote mental health and wellness, because I myself am a very heavy supporter of mental health and wellness for those who have been struggling with it and who've made it through. I've been there, done that, and I'm willing to share my stories and listen to your stories as well. And this podcast is also modeled a little bit after Toastmasters, which is why we are going to encourage open dialogue and giving confident speeches, because the more one can give confident speeches and communicate with people, the more one is confident in themselves and can share their stories with other people as well. So it's a free space, it's a very comfortable space to talk here, and we hope you listen in.
I feel like a lot of us, as children of the world, we have been misunderstood quite a bit throughout our entire lives. And I think for me as well, it's no different. I'm not a particular person that stands out. I myself am more misunderstood in the ostracization part. I would say that my journey with mental health has not been very smooth. I have my own stories to share. I mean, definitely, we have the whole podcast ahead of us to talk more, want me to law dump. And hopefully for you guys to law dump as well, whenever you're comfortable with. Of course, we'll be more than happy to hear and really be a listening ear as well. This podcast is not just us, about us yapping after all, right? So I really hope that through this podcast, we're able to really form a very strong connection between everybody else and for us to really, really destigmatize mental health in the world, because I feel like mental health is still a very, very stigmatized thing. Nobody is as comfortable to say, oh, I want to go see a counselor because I feel depressed, as much as they say, I want to go visit a doctor because I'm running a fever or I'm nursing a cold. So I really, really hope that Think About It will be the mm, part of the solution, part of the genesis that can make people more comfortable with their mental health and to be able to voice themselves out and truly, truly, be that sonar, in their life and everybody else's lives as well.
To add in here, there's a reason why we've chosen to name the podcast Think About It, because it's to make everyone really, really ponder and think about what people say and what they share, because everyone's experiences and memories are unique, and you got to respect them and you got to learn from them, so that whether you're going through something similar, or you want to prevent yourself from making certain mistakes in whatever situation you're facing, uh, you can learn from all of our experiences and figure things out.
Yes, and I feel like oftentimes, especially because we live in such a busy modern age, right? We often gloss over things. And there are some things that we either take for granted or we choose to repress and brush aside. So we hope that through this podcast, through sharing our experiences, our personal stories with no strings attached, we hope to be able to bring to light some of the issues that perhaps young people these days are facing.
And to touch on something that Kafka said, please do not worry. Whether you might be facing mentally stressful situations or not, our goal is simply to let you have a comfortable conversation with someone that you click with, to share your experiences, and to both vent a bit, to relieve the stress, and to make more friends. Because the more friends you make, more like-minded friends you make, definitely the more stress-free you are.
Yes. And I really, really hope that you can join us, the
All of
world,
you.
yeah, all of us and all of you. I think we will form very, very substantial friendships along
And
the way.
very, very strong and beautiful bonds.
Definitely. I mean, the world is our oyster, right? With the advancement of technology, with everyone being so connected, I feel like as the advancement of technology and all of us being more connected with each other, are we truly connected, right? Between all of us, apart from liking likes and everything. Yes, I'm one of those social media is bad for you type boomers. But yeah, by the way, just a clarification, I am in my 20s right now. But yes, I feel like we should definitely step out of social media and really, really form meaningful bonds with each other and really um, feel each other's presence. After all, we are social creatures.
Oh, I don't believe we actually told anyone this, but all three of us, Kafka, Z, and I, Amir, are all in our 20s.
Yes, that's right.
So I feel like we've had enough experiences to share with people, and we have our whole lives ahead of us to experience more things as well. So if anyone wants to come forward and share anything that they feel would be helpful to other people as well, please feel free to.
Yes, and to be honest, even though we are in our 20s, there are so many things we do not know. In fact,
Yeah,
actually, what even is the age 20 or
right,
21? Like
right.
we are not kids anymore.
Mm,
But at the same time, we are not exactly adults either.
right, that's true.
Yet we are still trying to figure we're still trying to figure out, how the world works. Where do
Right.
we fit in?
Yeah,
Yeah, when it comes to, finding our place in society.
yeah. I would say that's very, very true. How do we really, really find our footing? So I really hope that through this podcast, we will, as youths, figure out how the way the world works. But also really, really hope that we can speak for the other youths as well. People, be it people who are in their 20s, 30s, or in their teens, we really hope that we're able to still connect with you guys and you girls and you everyone, right? To connect with
Well, so one thing to emphasize is, as Z and Kafka mentioned, it's a period of transition from
yes.
teenagers to being young adults. So everyone will go through the transition in their own unique way and have their own experiences, their own difficulties, and their own ups and downs. And we've been there, and we are still doing it as well. Every other day, we are having similar experiences as
Mm.
well. So the more we share with each other, the more we actually complement. The advice complements each other, because we can all help each other to, well, survive another day and live through it.
Yeah. And I think ultimately we must not forget that we are living life with other people. You are not alone in whatever journey you walk on, no matter how harrowing it may seem, or perhaps how suffocating it may be. Remember that you are one of many people, and it's not. Don't think of it as a reductive way, in a reductive manner. Think of it as, whatever you are going through, someone else is probably going through the same thing as well. Yeah.
There are 8 billion people on the planet, people. So there's always going to be someone somewhere in the world who clicks with you and would love to share a conversation with you over a coffee, or join the podcast and we would love to talk to you as well. My entire purpose of founding this podcast is to gather a community, a close-knit community of people who are comfortable with each other and who would love to share their experiences with each other as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I understand that some people's struggles go very very deep, and I really really hope that if you're not able to offer that beam of light to you, at least we're able to sit with you in the dark and really really extend the branch of empathy. And I myself also, I definitely talked a lot with myself and with everyone around me to really regrow and mature to be this person I am. I mean, of course, I've decades ahead of me, but I feel like now my mental health is pretty strong to start a podcast and really, really explore this topic even deeper, deeper than I've ever been in my past 20 years. But I also have to admit that moving out of certain stages of life is a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of dedication and emphasis to focusing on how to love yourself and heal yourself, especially those in a world where people look down on you or people kind of ostracize you for being different.
I just wanted to add that one phrase that occurred to me, one important phrase that occurred to me from what Kafka said is self-realization. Family is always helpful, but you are your own person. You have your own mind, right? You will have to go through the difficult process of self-realization to know what kind of person you are. Every other day you live, the more you realize what kind of person you are, and that will help you make decisions for the future as well. Like, what career am I going to go into? What kind of friends do I want to be with? Things like that.
And this is really interesting actually because I was definitely that one kid that went through the awkward phases of life. I did not grow up smoothly in the sense that I was constantly discovering myself. I tried to get a wolf cut, didn't work out. And I was like, hey, maybe the problem was that my hair was too long. So I went to cut it shorter, it became more like a pixie cut. Yeah. So
Right.
and okay, this is quite a trivial example, but what I'm trying to say is that
Nothing's ever trivial. Everything's important. Please.
this can serve as a symbol for perhaps the larger struggles that you go through in life. Maybe my hair could be your personal identity. Maybe who are you as a person? Maybe be it your sexuality, your gender, etc. You the thing about it is you figure out as you go along. You experiment with things. You see whether you like something or not. And you adapt accordingly. Yeah. And throughout all these stages, you are constantly you. You are constantly the same being that you are. It's just that you are going through different stages of evolution.
That brings me to something else that just came to my mind. Speaking of experimentation, see, thanks for bringing that up. It brings me to a very, very important point that people always neglect when once adults think that they've got things all figured out. Is that humans make mistakes and learn from them. No one successful has not gone through failure or mistakes. So, uh, going through the self-realization process and this transition in life means that you will make mistakes because you need to experience certain things on your own, learn from them, and figure things out. And some things you have to do solo, and some things you can do with other people. So don't be afraid to make mistakes and fail, because I like to live by this saying or principle that the path to success is failure. The most successful people tend to have experimented more, made more mistakes, and they are significantly more feeling fulfilled and happy with life because they've made more mistakes, tried more, and figured things out more, and just spent more time on whatever it is they're doing, and that's caused them to, and this helps them gain a certain mental stability in life as well, which is crucial for us youths who have at least 6 or 7 decades left to live, right?
Yes, that's absolutely right, Amir. So this has been Kafka. That's right, Amir. And I think it's a wrap for the first episode, everybody. This has been Kafka.
This is Eating.
And this is Amir.
Powered.
Bye. Sonara. No, wait.
That's right, Amir. And I think it's a brilliant wrap for the first episode. This has been Kafka.
This has been Ziting.
And this is Amir.
What was I saying? That's right, Amir. And I think it's a wrap for the first episode. This has been Kafka.
This has been Ziting.
And this has been Amir.
This is Think About It, powered by Sonara!
Alright, so I hope that you guys stay tuned and look forward to the next episode. Goodbye.